Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, I'd like to welcome you, dear viewers, to another in our series, In the Light of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah's peace and blessings be on each and every one of you. In this segment of our program, I will be looking at a question which has come to me over the email concerning jinn surgeons. We also have questions phoned in concerning poor memory and thinking about worldly things during prayer. And also we have a question which addresses the issues of marrying Christians. We'll try to answer as much of them as we can in this segment of our program. Let us begin with a question from Sri Lanka, which comes from Brother Fahim. He writes, Dear Dr.Abu, Ameena, Bilal, Phillips, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm married to my first cousin, and Allah has blessed us with 3 children, 2 girls and a boy. The eldest girl, named Nafla, and the boy named Mishari, are found to be inflicted with congenital scoliosis, a spinal deformity from birth. We have consulted many orthopedic surgeons in Sri Lanka and eminent surgeons from the University College of London. All the above surgeons have recommended immediate surgery for my daughter, Nafla, and the estimated cost for the surgery and hospital charges alone are in the region of 30,000 UK pounds. This amount is entirely not possible to be raised by my family, unless, of course, Allah intervenes. But in the meantime, while persisting to find a halal way, we have encountered a person who is Hafiz al-Quran, he claims to have memorized the whole Quran, treating patients suffering from demonic possessions and other ailments through the medium of jinns. My family has approached this person, who to our knowledge has assisted in the performance of surgery upon a person who is suffering from a brain tumor, and the tumor is removed by jinn surgeons. The patient is now claimed to be cured after the surgery. Prior to the surgery, this person was partially paralyzed and unable to walk. Now he has recovered. I was told that my daughter's case, too, an attempt could be made to seek similar medical assistance by surgery. In this regard, I would be most obliged if you could advise me of the implications with regards to seeking help of jinns for performing such medical operations as far as the Sharia permits. Apart from this, is it also permitted to use jinns, the medium of jinns, for the treatment of persons charmed by others? I look forward to your advice at your earliest convenience. Thanking you, yours sincerely. Well, my advice to Brother Fahim is to seek help, medical help, as best as he can. Of course, the prices here are quite massive, perhaps through some charitable agencies or whatever, help may be found for him, or he may make some kind of appeal. There have been appeals in different circumstances for people where monies have been gathered and, help was possible. This does not mean that one may not recite Quran over a person, who is afflicted in such a way. Recite Quran, use the different supplications of the Prophet, may God's peace and blessings be upon him. For example, he used to place his hand on the afflicted area where a person is suffering from pain, saying, Adhib al-Ba's Rabbin Nas, Ishfi anta shafi, shifa'an la yughadiru saqama. That is, O Lord of all harm, remove this harm. Cure as you are the cure. Cure with a cure which will not be followed by illness. This is among the supplications of the Prophet. May God's peace and blessings be upon him for people who are sick. And there are a number of others. We should learn them and use them in our daily lives. There's no harm to use this in such cases. Now, the issue of this individual who claims to be treating with jinn surgeons, this is nonsense. You have people, I know there's a number of cases of it in the Philippines, where people are supposedly doing, spiritual surgery, where, they're seen to put their hands actually into a person's body, blood is coming, and they're taking out organs and saying, oh, this is the cancer that you had, and throwing it aside, and then, going back over, and the person looks at the body and there's no wound there. It's been shown that these are, sleight of hand activities. People who are involved in magic, they know how to do this, they conceal things in their hands, and pop little tablets which make blood appear, and they can pass things from one hand to the other and take out things which appears to be taking out, organs and things like this. It's trickery. It's a trickery. Now, a person may also be involved with the jinn, and this is evil through sacrilege. They can call on the jinn, and the jinn may help them. Or, for example, a person whose illness may have something to do with the jinn, where they're involved in some kind of sacrilege, where people are believing in them that they have special powers or whatever, that the jinn may leave that individual, and so the pain which appeared to be there appears to be gone. This is real, this can happen, but this is not an acceptable method from an Islamic perspective. We don't treat evil with evil. We treat evil with good. So those people who are claiming to be doing jinn surgery and all the spiritual surgery, etc., we should avoid them. They're charlatans. At best and at worst, they are magicians involved in sorcery and evil. Another question which has come to me over the internet from Sister Ameena. She writes for Sheikh Bilal Phillips, and she is sending this email from Detroit. Dear brother, I have a question. If you could answer as soon as possible, it would be most helpful. I have some days of Ramadan I need to make up due to the fact that I was with child. I was told I could feed a poor person to make up my days. What is considered poor? My sister and her husband are living with my husband, and her husband is looking for work. He is helping out my mother in her new store. She can't really pay because the store isn't making any money at this time, just some money for gas and such. If they didn't have us, they would be without a home. Seeing that I'm feeding them, would that count for the days missed? Please help me with this problem if you can. I only ask because I'm still breastfeeding and fasting is very hard on me. May Allah reward you. Well, the first part of the question, what do we consider somebody poor? Obviously, a person who doesn't have a home of their own, doesn't have, means of earning daily food, then they're considered poor. So this family that's staying, relatives staying, are considered among the poor. And to feed them would be considered a means of expiation for missed fasts. Now, one cannot say, well, I've been feeding them over the last year, so can I just count this as? No. When we do the feeding, we have to make the intention. We make the intention, I'm going to feed this person, this next 10 meals, days of meals, I'm giving it, as expiation for my not having fasted. So, we would consider this is a valid source of help, although really, one's obligation, right, to help one's sister, for example, this is part of religion, so though one may consider it to be expiation, it's better actually since you're already doing this, it's better actually to choose somebody outside of the family, somebody in a similar circumstance, and help them. This would be preferable. But if, you can't find somebody, nobody's available, whatever, then this is legitimate. We have a question which has been called in over the telephone. A question, I have poor memory power, because of which I'm suffering a lot. But I want to memorize the Quran more and more. How can I achieve this? Well, when Imam Shafi'i complained to his teacher, and Imam Shafi'i is one of the great scholars of the past, to whom the Shafi'i madhab, or school of Islamic law, is related. When he complained to his teacher of a loss of memory, weakness of memory, his teacher informed him that it was due to sins. That if one wants to increase one's memory, cut down on sins. Look into one's life and cut down on the errors, the disobediences that occur in our lives with regards to God. And our memories will increase. This was the advice of the teacher of Imam Shafi'i. So this would be the advice I would pass on to you who called in with this question. Of course, the process of memorization, one can also look at how does one go about memorizing. When does one memorize? Because if you wait till the end of the day, when you're tired, you'll fall